Mind the step up. There we are. There you go, Mrs. Bear.
Thank you. Jack, see you next time.
See ya.
Arthur, what are you doing here?
I live here.
Yes, so you do.
Well?
Very well, thank you. And how are you?
Aren't you going to tell me about your day?
There's nothing to tell.
Nothing unusual, nothing exciting happened at all?
No? How was your day?
Well, actually, I was kidnapped this morning on the way to work.
Really?
Yes. By a gang of beautiful Swedish women terrorists in a jumbo jet. Well, we spent a couple of wild hours in the sauna. They all fell madly in love with me, of course. Changed their minds about blowing up the universe, landed the jumbo outside and let me out.
So, you had a nice day then?
Yes. What about you?
Oh, nothing like that. I've never been in a sauna.
Sure there isn't anything that you want to tell me?
No, I don't think so.
I'll give you a hint. I came home in my car tonight. What about you?
Was I with you?
No.
Oh, it wasn't me then.
Of course it wasn't you. You came home in a garbage truck, didn't you?
I think it's time I was getting on with the dinner.
Come back here, Mum.
The news. We'll miss the news.
Tell me about the garbage truck.
Well, I don't know what to say. They all look the same to me.
I want to know why you came home in it.
There was a bus strike.
No, there wasn't.
They gave me a lift.
Listen, garbage trucks don't go cruising around the suburbs looking for lost old ladies.
I wasn't lost. I was going to the hospital.
Not the hospital again.
I'm a trained nurse, Arthur. Those hospitals need all the help they can get. Anyway, when I got to the hospital, it had gone. They'd moved it. And they'd put a garbage, what's-her-name, there instead. So I went inside there to see if I could be of any help to them.
What were you going to do? Iron the garbage?
No, help with the bandages.
They don't wrap the garbage in bandages, Mum.
I'm not silly. Sometimes the garbage men cut themselves and they need someone to put on a bandage, someone who knows how.
You can't keep on doing this.
No, they'll have to put on someone permanent.
You can't keep on pretending that you are still a nurse.
But I am still a nurse.
That was a long time ago, Mum.
Yes, but I haven't forgotten. Remember, yesterday, when I bandaged your knee?
No.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you were playing Superman or something, and you had a tea towel around your neck and you jumped off the back steps, flat on your knee.
That was 30 years ago.
Oh, well. 30 years. How's your knee?
What am I going to do with you? I can't go to work anymore if you keep wandering off all over the place like this.
I can't help it if they keep moving the hospital.
This can't go on.
I know. It must be costing them a fortune.
It's not the first time, is it? Tonight was a garbage truck. Last week you came home in a fire engine. I can remember 3 times that the police brought you home.
Oh, and they were very nice. They kept asking me all sorts of questions about you, but I said, I don't know what you think my son's done, but I'm his mother and my lips are sealed.
Mum, they rang me from the hospital today.
Oh, did they give you the new address?
No. They wanted me to tell you not to go down there anymore.
Why?
Because you're a bloody nuisance, that's why.
They didn't say I was a nuisance in the war when I bandaged our boys home from the fighting. They didn't say I was a what's-her-name nuisance then.
Well, you're a what's-her-name nuisance now.
I feel faint, Arthur. I need some brandy.
You need a keeper.
Oh, I see. Thank you. I need a keeper, do I? How about a cage as well? Then you could feed me bananas through the bars.
That's not what I meant.
Why don't you just tie me up?
Don't be silly.
What can you use? Here. Oh, no, I'd break that. No.
Mum.
There must be something. Here! Why don't you tie me up in this, and then if I do go out, I'll have to drag the whole television with me.
I'm not tying you up.
I don't think you realise what it's like to be old and someone wants to make you a prisoner in your own house.
Well, I've got to do something. The way you keep wandering off all the time, one of these days you're going to get into trouble.
A person has the right to go out, Arthur.
Why do you keep doing it, Mum? Is it because you're lonely?
Oh, I'm not lonely. I've got lots of friends.
Oh, great. Go and see them.
Yeah, I do, at the police and the hospital and the fireplace.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
No, I have lots of friends. Lots and lots of friends. Here. These are my friends, my very dear friends. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget.
Who's Peter?
Peter. Is he on the list?
His name's on the top here.
He's my friend then.
But who is he?
Just a minute. Peter. Peter is a policeman.
Oh, God.
There's nothing wrong with being a policeman. He's a very nice policeman. He drives me home sometimes. He's married, and his wife has just had a baby.
And you keep a little notebook in your handbag in case you meet someone so you can look it up and say, "Hi, Peter, how's the wife and kids?"
Yes.
I think I will tie you up.
Just you try.
They're not your friends.
They are my friends. They're very nice to me. They say hello and give me cups of tea.
They're not your friends. They're just being polite to you because you're a pathetic old lady.
That's what you say.
That's what everyone says. You're just a bloody nuisance, Mum.
I think it's time I went to bed.
It's true. Why won't you face it?
Well, if you feel like that, Arthur, I won't tuck you in tonight.
I'm 35, Mum. I don't want you to tuck me in anymore.
I see. There doesn't seem to be much anyone wants me to do anymore, does there?
It's going to be a tough day today, so if you're just jumping out of bed, you've got it made. All the trains are
All right, you win. I'm sorry. I apologise. I'm sorry I called you a pathetic old lady. What do you want me to do, grovel? All right, I'll grovel. I'm a low, mean, despicable human being, and I hope I get boils. There, satisfied? I've got to go to work now, Mum. Bye, Mum. Mum, listen. Try to see it from my point of view. I worry about you, wandering off and getting lost all the time. Anything could happen. Mum, we've got to talk about this. We've got to sort something out. All right, if you won't talk about it, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You'll have to go out today. I don't want you to set foot out the door. Do you hear me?
Which door?
That door.
What about the back door?
You're not to go out any door.
I might need something, like milk.
We've got plenty of milk.
I might drink it all. Yes, I could. You'd be surprised how much milk I can drink. Or oysters. I might need to go out and get some oysters.
You hate oysters. They make you sick.
Yes, but you like them, and I like to buy them for you. Or I used to.
Wait a minute. You have never bought me oysters in your life.
Well, perhaps I should. Perhaps this is what I'm doing wrong. Perhaps if I bought you oysters more often, you wouldn't be mad at me all the time.
I'm not mad at you.
No, you just want to lock me up.
I don't want to lock you up. I just want you to promise me that you won't go out. Will you promise?
Did I make you enough breakfast this morning?
You didn't make me any breakfast. You were sulking.
One piece of toast isn't enough, you know.
I had 3 pieces.
Not the crusts.
And Weet-Bix.
It's still not enough.
And an egg. How much breakfast do you want me to have?
As Winston Churchill said, we will fight them on our stomachs.
On the beaches.
Over land, sea and air.
No, Mum, you're confusing things. An army marches on its stomach and... You're changing the subject.
Don't shout at me, Arthur. I bet Mr. Churchill didn't shout it. I say, I bet he didn't shout it.
Adolf Hitler?
No. I mean, yes, I bet he did shout at Hitler, but not at his what's-her-name.
Mother.
No, I bet he didn't shout at her.
I bet you she didn't keep wandering off and getting lost.
Yes, she did. I read about it.
Mum, I want you to promise not to go out.
And what will you promise?
Me?
I don't see why I should be the only one to make a promise.
What can I promise?
That you won't go out either.
I've got to go out. I've got to go to work.
It's all very well for you, but you expect me to stay locked up here all day.
I don't know what to do with you. Maybe I should get someone to stay with you.
A keeper.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about keeper. I didn't mean keeper. I mean a nurse.
I don't need a nurse. I'm not an invalid.
No, not a nurse. Someone to stay here during the day and a companion.
And what would she do?
She'd talk to you and,
Play cards?
I suppose so.
Would she go shopping with me?
Probably.
And to the pictures?
Yes.
Oh, well, that might be quite all right. See if you can get one who plays Scrabble. But not too well.
No, forget it. I couldn't afford it. Unless Robert.
Oh, no, not Robert. He hates Scrabble.
No, I mean, Robert's got the money. He could afford it.
I don't think you should ask Robert.
Why not?
Because then he'll be mad at me, too. Anyway, he can't spend any money on his mother. Not till he's finished paying for his tennis court.
All right, I won't ask Robert. But until we sort something out, I want you to promise me that you won't go out. You can't keep wandering off. Mum, I want you to promise.
All right, I promise.
Really and truly? Can I trust you?
Of course you can trust me.
I know I can. The trouble is, I can't trust her.
I can't see the problem. So what if the police bring her home a few times? It's their job, you know? What we pay taxes for. I do, anyway.
You don't pay tax.
What do you mean I don't pay tax? Of course I pay tax. I mean, that picture, for example. Paid 20% sales tax for the frame alone.
So what are all these stories about you and your hotshot accountant?
What are you saying? That I'm a criminal or something just because I've got an accountant? Is it a crime to have an accountant these days?
Huh? It is if he fiddles your book, so you don't have to pay.
Please, I am trying to work here. My brother's a journalist for the gutter press. There, you're okay for now. Rinse. Helen will give you another appointment for a month from now. And remember, a certain amount of discomfort is quite normal. That's the way.
Robert,
Don't you ever do that again.
don't change the subject.
How dare you discuss my private financial affairs in front of a patient?
I came here to talk about Mum.
How would you like it if I came into your office and blabbed about your tax arrangements?
I haven't got any.
Well, your affairs with women, then.
I'm not having any. I don't have any secrets that I'm ashamed of, not like some people.
What about Mum tucking you up in bed at night?
Who told you that?
Mum did.
She would. Robert, I'm worried about her.
Of course you are. We all are. Now, come on, sit down, relax. Now, let's talk about Mum.
Listen, you've got to face it. She wanders off, and one day she'll end up robbed or lost or mugged or something.
So, give her a compass and karate lessons.
Last night, they brought her home on a garbage truck.
A garbage truck?
Yes.
I'm glad to see you getting out and about a bit. Where are you going?
I'm wasting my time. You don't care about Mum. She could be kidnapped by terrorists, and all you'd say is at least she's getting out and meeting people.
This is all in your head, Artie. You exaggerate things. Now, come on. Sit down, relax, and we'll talk about this sensibly.
I can't just tie her up like a cocker spaniel.
No.
The only solution is for us to pay for someone to look after.
Shh. Listen to this.
Robert!
Delightful, isn't it? Did you know that Beethoven is the father of all modern music?
This is Handel.
So what if it is Handel? Doesn't change what I said. Beethoven is the father of all modern music. Even Handel said that.
Don't change the subject. We were talking about paying for someone to look after Mum.
And I'm agreeing with you. I think it's a terrific idea. But how can I help?
With money.
Say that again.
You can help with money.
Do you ever have any pain here when you chew in? Or up here?
No, what?
I think your whole jaw is twisting out of alignment. Lie back, I want to check your bite.
I can show you my bite sitting up.
This is serious, Auntie. You can end up with your whole face twisted.
Oh, you're doing it, aren't you? You're worse than Mum. You're changing the subject.
Suit yourself if you don't want some free dental service.
Oh, when have you ever given me any free dental work?
Plenty of times.
Oh, and you send a bill.
I've told you I'm not responsible for the accounts department.
So I ignore the bills and I get threatening letters from your solicitor.
Look, it's up to you. But I can see that you need some expensive restorative dentistry and I'm offering to do it for nothing.
That'll be the day.
Helen! I'm about to do some free, that is, no charge work on my brother, Mr. Arthur Bear. So when you've worked out the normal fee, enter it in the book under donations to charity.
Thanks.
Beggars can't be choosers, Auntie. Now, come on. Open up. At least this will give you something else to think about for a while. No, it's fine.
Right, Mrs. Bear. Let's have a little talk.
Good. What was your name again?
I'm Constable Freeman.
Freeman.
Mrs. Bear.
Oh, yes, here we are. Des Freeman. And how are Christine and the baby?
They're good. Mrs. Bear, do you know why you're here?
Yes, I'm lost.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not lost, am I? I know where I am. This is the police, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. And I popped in to say hello and have a cup of tea. And help with the bandages.
No, we brought you here.
Yes, well, you knew the way, didn't you?
What can you tell us about these?
Are they to have with tea?
They were found in your bag. You're being charged with shoplifting. According to the owner of Mad Mike's Discount Grocery...
What was that name?
Mike Myers.
Yes, well, he's mad.
He was mad at you. He caught you stealing from his shop.
No, I wasn't stealing. I was just taking them home to get the money.
Not according to Mr. Myers.
Myers.
He says you were trying to leave the shop without paying for them.
Yes, here we are. Mr. Mike Myers. I've written a most unpleasant man.
He's laying charges against you.
Oh, yes, well, he would, wouldn't he? It's just like him. I'll lay charges against him.
What charges?
Overcharging. Have you seen the price of these oysters?
Mrs. Bear.
It's daylight robbery.
Is there someone you live with? Someone we can talk to about this?
No, I don't think so.
Isn't there a son living with you?
No. Anyway, he wouldn't want to know about this. We can keep this just between you and me, surely?
We'll have to talk to someone.
Yes, well, I have another son, Robert.
Where can we contact him?
Oh, you can't. He's a dentist. He's much too busy.
That really hurt. Don't you use anaesthetic anymore?
Normally, yes, but this is a free job, remember?
You still haven't said anything about paying for someone to look after Mum.
Are you trying to bleed me dry? I have just given you some very expensive restorative dentistry for free. Can't you pay for someone out of the money you've just saved?
I can't afford to.
And neither can I. What makes you think I've got any more money than you have?
Oh, I don't know. The house, the cars, the spa pool, the avocado farm, the boat, the overseas trips.
Arthur, I only have these things because my accountant tells me to. I get no joy from them. These things are only burdens. And right now, paying for someone for Mum would be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Okay, right. Admit it, you don't care about Mum. You don't care that she could get run over by a bus. You couldn't care less, just as long as you don't have to pay for the funeral.
I do care about Mum. But you're doing such a great job. I don't want to interfere. All right, okay. I see your point. Maybe I'm not being fair. But from now on, things are going to be different. From now on, I'm going to tell you constantly that I'm really proud of my little brother and the way you're looking after Mum. I really appreciate it.
There's a phone call, Dr. Bay. It's the police.
For me? If this is anything about my tax. Hello? Yes? Yes? Good God. Yes, I will. Yes, thank you for calling. You hopeless moron!
What have I done?
Mum's been arrested for shoplifting.
Shoplifting? Mum?
I thought you were supposed to be looking after her.
I told you this would happen.
You never said anything about getting arrested.
Where is she?
You stay out of it. You've done enough damage. I'm going. Mum needs me.
Okay, I'll leave it all up to you then, Robert. I'm sure you'll do a great job. And I really appreciate this. Bloody Mum. Oh, bloody Robert.
Oh, Robbie, how nice to see you.
Hello, Mum. Now, don't you worry. I'll take care of
This is Robert. He's my eldest.
everything. Good morning. I'm Robert there.
Morning, sir.
Apparently there's been some sort of misunderstanding with my mother.
She'd been charged with shoplifting, if that's what you mean.
Yes, well, as I said, a misunderstanding.
I don't think so. Your mother was apprehended leaving a grocery store with a jar of oysters in her possession.
Well, there you are. My mother doesn't like oysters, do you, Mum?
No, but Arthur does. He's my youngest. I live with him.
You sit there, Mrs. Bear.
He said to me only the other day, Mum, you never get me any oysters.
Look at her. I'm going to say, could you see your own mother sitting there like that?
No.
This is my mother, and she's not a criminal. She's no more a criminal than I am.
Robert's not a criminal. He's a dentist.
I'll do all the talking, Mum.
A charge has been laid against your mother.
I see. But tell me, what happens in a case like this when it is realised that a mistake has been made?
There's been no mistake, sir.
No, not a mistake, but, well, she is an old lady, and, well, surely a man in your position could exercise a little discretion.
That's up to the magistrate.
Oh, I'm sure we don't have to bother a busy magistrate with a silly little misunderstanding, do we?
Oh, yes, sir. Your mother has already signed a statement admitting the charge.
Of course. But under certain circumstances, certain mutually agreed circumstances, the charge sheet could just get torn up, couldn't it?
I don't think I follow you.
Come now, officer, you're an intelligent young man. I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Like what, sir?
Tell me, do you ever get toothache?
Oh, come on, Robert, ring, damn you.
Oh, there you are. There you are, Arthur. Home already.
Mum, are you okay? What happened?
Nothing happened. I had a quiet day at home today, a nice quiet day.
Tell me the truth.
Well, I did a little bit of shopping.
You got arrested?
Yes. I got arrested. I went out, did some shopping, got arrested, came home a quiet day.
Arrested for stealing?
Oh, no, Arthur, not stealing. Stealing's a sin.
Shoplifting is stealing.
Does this mean you're still mad at me, Arthur?
You can't just go around taking things.
No, I know it was a mistake. I didn't mean it. I just wanted to get you some oysters.
Why?
I thought it might make you like me again.
Oh, Mum.
I don't like it when we fight.
I'm sorry. It was all my fault.
Yes. Well, it was. If you hadn't started that silly fight, I wouldn't have needed the oysters, and then I wouldn't have got arrested, and Robert wouldn't be in jail. Oh, I nearly forgot. He wants you to go down as quickly as possible and get him out.
Robert's really in jail?
Yes. Well, aren't you going to do something?
Of course. Tomorrow. Or maybe next week.